Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Hello peoples, welcome to Sharp Ends. Today I'm going to do a review of Sno-Seal and how to seal your leather sheaths in general and some tips and tricks. So this is a sealed sheath. I didn't get the coating from DLT when I got it. Instead, I like to use Sno-Seal on my own. The stuff that they use, probably absolutely fine. I just know this stuff and I know it works. It's made out of beeswax and other things. And it's really good for anything made out of leather, like literally anything made out of leather. This stuff is great. Very cheap too, $8 a jar, will last you years and years. It will last on your boots, your hats, absolutely anything made out of leather. So it will make it dry resistant or wet resistant and even waterproof to a certain degree. So yeah, it says it's waterproof. I don't have any reason not to think that it isn't waterproof, but anyway. This is a sheath from Bark River that has been impregnated, and you can see that it is got like a more of a luster now, and it's a deeper brown color. This is a sheath that has not been sealed yet. Today I'm going to take my Creeley Blades sheath and I'm going to apply some of it to this. So what should I say about this? It's very important that when you're doing this, that the sheath is relatively clean. It's relatively clean right now. This stuff goes in really well when it's heated. So the only other thing that you're going to need is a hair dryer. I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to pause it while I heat this up. But basically all you're trying to do is, what I try to do is I'm going to heat up one side first. And then I'm going to put this stuff on, and you can see it's just clear. What happens is the heat, you want to get it to about 120 degrees, no more than 140. You don't need a thermostat or anything like that. Basically, you want to be able to still touch it and feel that it's really warm. And then I'm going to apply it with a rag, and I'm going to put it on here. The heat opens up the pores and allows this stuff to go in. I'm going to give you some tips, some further tips after I get this heated and I start applying it. All right, so I'm going to pause it right now and come back to you after I'm done heating this up. Okay, so heat it up initially. It takes a while. Takes a couple of minutes for me at least. And so I just want to put some on a rag and I want to work it in here. And you can see it automatically starts darkening up. One of the advantages of this stuff is that it is all natural and it doesn't affect the thread that this is bound with. Some of the more abrasive chemical sealants can actually degrade the thread, and that's no good. So yeah, so this is going to go in and I'm going to put a coat on and I'm going to leave it on there thickly, and it's going to continue to go in, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put some more on. And I'm going to leave a nice thick coat on there so that I can actually see the streak marks. It's actually going to continue to go in there, and that is absolutely great. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the spine here and the top here, and then I'm going to put it in this part right here where this clamshell comes together, and then I'm going to do this back side here. So again, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to pause this while I heat this up. Okay. And now I'm going to add some here. While I was doing that, it obviously started heating up the back side and the side that I already did, which is fine. And so now that it's already done this side here, I'm just going to come by again and I'm going to rub it down. And you can start to see that it's turning a more rich color. And I'm making sure that it gets inside all of these thread holes. And sometimes you've got these burn marks or indent marks. I like to take my fingernail and run the stuff right in there. You can see it's starting to get a nice patina compared to what it used to be, right? That's good, that's good. All right, and now I'm going to heat up this back side. Now this has the ulti-clip built in, so that's going to get much warmer than I otherwise would want it to be. But, oh well, it'll be fine. Okay, we're back. So now I'm going to put this in here. I find this very satisfying to do, and I really like doing the names if they're emblazoned in here, because it starts to really bring out the color in them. Yeah, I don't know why, but it gives me satisfaction to leather seal, or to seal leather with Sno-Seal. I use this on my boots as well, about once a year. The longer you use it, the more of a rich, dark patina color it'll get. For knife sheaths, if you're using it all summer long, good time to redo it is going to be the spring the next year or the winter before. But, you know, kind of do it once a year. Now, this is the first time that these sheaths have been getting this treatment, so I'm going kind of hard on it. You know, I'm putting a lot on here. So further applications, you probably won't need as much, unless it's like a pair of work boots that you use a lot. You'll want to clean them with, you know, lightly with a little bit of soap and water, let them fully dry, and then do an application. Yeah. So this will add a lot of water resistance to this. I won't have nearly as much concern about this being out in the rain or getting dunked if I fall in the water, something like that. I'm also on the inside of this, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit on the inside here at the top. And I'm just going to make sure it gets in there nice and good. And then I'm going to let this sit. I mean, you really only need to let it sit for 12 hours or something like that. But, you know, just let it sit. It's very sticky right now. And what I'm going to do, actually, so now this is, the whole thing is warm. The whole thing has some, and it's already in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go across the whole thing and apply another thin layer to this so that you can even see that it's on there, right? That's okay. It's going to continue to work its way in and suck in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this sheen on here. And when I come back in 12 hours or whatever, it will have all sucked into the leather. And that's great. And I'm making sure that I'm getting all the edges. And what I'll do when I come back is I'll just take this rag and I will go ahead and just give it another wipe down. And then it'll be good to go. So I'm just making sure I'm leaving just a little bit on this. All right, so now I'm just going to set this aside. I'm not going to lay it down on something because I've left a layer on it. I'm going to leave it tilted up against something so that it doesn't, it doesn't, like, I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that was putting on the Sno-Seal for the Mako, which needs a little wash, but this is a great knife. Like that. And so when it's done, it'll get a nicer, richer color. This is for my sheath for my Bravo 1. And this is, you know, what it was beforehand, before I sealed it. And this, it's very slimy right now because I just put the final coat on, but there it is. All right. Thanks for joining me, friends. Again, that's Sno-Seal. And it is, there's a link in my description down below where you can get it. I believe it costs about $8, but you'll be able to check out the link and let me know. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.